Hey, what's up? On this video, I'll be showing you how to fix the DHE on your LG washer dryer combo washing machine. So you might look at this and think that your washing machine looks different to this one here, but be sure that this will work for most models as the system is the same in most LG washer dryer washing machines. So if you're ever getting a DHE error, it just means a dryer heating error. So we'll get to see what the problem is. It's nothing much to be alarmed about. It's something that you can fix yourself. And usually if it gives you an error code like that, we can troubleshoot to see what is really going on with the washing machine. So to fix this, you're gonna need a couple of things. You're gonna need a Phillips head screwdriver, and safety first, you wanna make sure that you've turned the washing machine off and unplugged it from the power point, and then that way you won't get any shockies. Hey, I do post a lot of videos on how to repair these washing machines, so if I help you to fix this one, there will be definitely more videos on how to fix further errors that might happen with your washing machine. So you'll be good to have me in your inbox, so be sure to click that subscribe or that like button, and then that way you won't miss any videos that will help you to fix your future washing machine problems. That way you can save yourself some time, some money, and a lot of headaches. These machines are very reliable, and you just need to know where to fix, and then you'll be smiling. So I'll show you quickly with this DHE error. It's something that gives a lot of people headaches, but we can easily sort it out. So hit that subscribe button and that like button, and that will go a long way to help out this channel so other people can discover this content and be able to fix their washing machines as well. So as I said before, unplug the washing machine from the power, and also you want to make sure you've got a Phillips head screwdriver and a flat screwdriver as well, and that will help you to sort it out. So what we want to do is we want to get to the back of the washing machine itself, because we need to remove the top cover so that we can access the dryer part of the washing machine, because this is a washer dryer combination washing machine. So the problem is with the drying part. So in order to fix that DHE error, you need to get to the dryer part, and that is easily done by unscrewing a couple of screws at the back of the washing machine with your Phillips head screwdriver. In this case, in my model, I need to only take off 2 screws, so that will give me good access to the dry part. So at the back of the washing machine, there will be 4 screws or 2 screws depending on your model. I've got 2, one on the left and one on the right, which you can easily take off, and those will help you to take off the lid. So that's one out and one out from that side as well. So to take off the top lid of your washer, you'll pull it back and lift the front of it up, and it comes out just like that. Just remember where you put all your screws, otherwise you lose them and then you won't be able to properly close this thing. So as daunting as it looks from the outside when you get this error, it's pretty simple inside. When we move in, we can see the components that make up our dryer part of the washing machine. So right over here you've got this is the drying part, that's the dryer, and I've made sure that I've turned off my power and unplugged it. So you can see there's power right here. You don't want to get shockies from that. And you've got all the wiring that goes to the dryer part of your washing machine. And this is the part where you need to check. You need to check all that wiring and make sure that it's intact, that it's making good contact with your washer. So the one that usually gives out the DHE error is, because DHE error is the sensors in the dryer are sensing that there's no heat being produced by this. So for you to simply understand how this works is The fan is here, it pushes the hot air that is produced by this heater here, and it pushes it to the front into the drum of your washing machine, and that is how your clothes get dry. So from this one already you can see that this has come loose. So there's two wires that go to it, the yellow wire and the red wire, that are attached to the heating element. So this has come loose and we need to put it back in. And that's the case with most LG washing machines. You simply need to reattach that wire and put it in just like that, and that should be fine. While you're at that, you want to check all the other connections to make sure that they're really nice and tight, nicely connected. If anything is not connected properly, maybe take some electrical tape and then just tape it around here so that in the future it doesn't come loose. Obviously you want something that's a bit heat resistant because it does get really hot in here. So you want to make sure that you're disconnecting, that you're using heat resistant tape or high temp tape to tape these wires on there. So if you've had a look at the wiring on the connection end there and you don't see anything wrong with it, you want to just follow along the wire and just look for any breaks in this wiring. And this loom comes all the way, you can see it comes past these water valves, and you want to make sure, just checking in there, that there's no loose or frayed wires. That way these won't be supplying the required voltage to the drying, and then that causes it not to dry properly and give you that DHE error. So that's what you want to check. You want to make sure that you check that wiring and see what is going on with it. Pretty simple like that. Make sure that you put it nice and tight, make sure everything goes back where it was, then that way you don't risk like burning any fuses or tripping any breakers in your house. It's not that scary. That's it. It's just the fan here, the dryer here. That's how it works. If you ever do open the dryer and you feel it here and it was drying and there's no heat here, it means that this is not working. So sometimes it will give you the DHE error, not just because the wiring is not connected properly, but because this heating element in here is not working anymore. It's just not working. So that's another way of this telling you that you need to replace the heating element. So the heating element, if you've checked the wires and you restart the dryer and you see that it's still giving you DHE error, you can check these wires, the heating element. So to remove the heating element, you can actually remove these screws. So there's 1 here, 2, 3, 4 up here. So you want to remove all the screws that are attached to this black part here, and you can just slide it forward. Maybe you might need to disconnect these two, as these do hold down this fan onto this bit, and then you just lift it up, and there's only like 1 screw holding this heater onto this chassis, and then you just take that out, put in the new heater. You'll probably find a new heater on eBay. Just type in your model number, say LG model number, and then say heating element, dryer heating element, because if you just say heating element, it will give you a heating element for the washer. So you want to make sure that you type in dryer heating element, and then you replace that. The thermostat here never really goes bad. It's usually this heating element that goes bad. But before you change that heating element, you want to make sure that you check the wiring, make sure it's working properly, and then you can move on to replace that heating element. But before you close everything down, before you put the lid on it, you can actually test to make sure that whatever connections you've made are really working. And this is the part where it gets a bit dangerous, but I'd say maybe just put the lid back on and then you can test the dryer. I'll show you how to quickly get to the drying part, where you can skip the whole spinning part for 20 minutes and then it just goes straight into drying. So let's put it straight into drying mode and see if the dryer is now working. So back at the front here, once you've put the lid back on, to go straight into drying mode, turn on your washing machine and then on the dryer setting, put it on sensor dry function. And then when on your spin settings, just click the no spin setting and then press start. So what that will do is it is gonna skip the whole spin process and then start drying. So it will just go to dry straight away, which is pretty handy if you want to test to make sure that the drying part is working. You want to wait 20-30 minutes only to find out that you still have that DHE error. So if you do this, and the first thing you'll hear is the fan click in, it'll just go that whirring sound, the wing, and then the drying part kicks in. And if you don't get the DHE error, then it means you've solved the issue. So mine's still open at the moment. I wouldn't recommend you try this at home, but it's something that you might do, like once you've unplugged it, then you can check to make sure that it was heating up a bit. You can just unplug it, then feel on top of the drying heating element to make sure that it's a bit warm, because it should be hot there. So you want to make sure that you check that. That's about it. It's pretty simple. If you get stuck at any stage during this process, be sure to leave a comment in the comment section below and I'll happily help you to fix your issue. This is an easy fix that anyone can do. Just want to make sure that you don't get shocked. Make sure you always unplug the power before touching any components inside the washing machine before taking off the cover. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you on the next one.